Hi, good evening, everyone. So, some things that I want to go ahead and I want to discuss before we start the class. So, if you look on your portal, just after we have covered general equilibrium lectures, there will be an important note that would say what are the chapters that are to be done from your intermediate microeconomics. Now, when I write a note that you need to do these chapters, it means that they are mandatory. Whether you are only doing through the live lectures, you're not going through intermediate video lectures, but these lectures are something which you have to do for sure. So, एक चीज है यहाँ पे I would have mentioned some chapters, 2 chapters. You have to go through them over the weekend. वो उसको खत्म करना ही करना है. That's the first thing. The second thing that I want to tell is post that I have posted some videos which are considered to be topics of public economics, but they're also considered to be part of micro. You would see them being covered in your intermediate video lectures also, but I have just done those with some questions, right? And you need to go ahead and do those. For example, public goods, externalities, and asymmetric information. Again, you need to finish them off over the weekend. Then there is a topic which has never ever been asked in the recent years. But this topic, we used to cover this earlier when DSC had its own entrance exam. तब वो ये topic आता था exam में, which is the relations R, I, and P, and some question based on this, how to evaluate R, I, and P. Right? So we have already done this in the initial classes. पहला एक दो class में we did what XRI means, what YIZ means, what XPZ means. We have done this thing. But just to give you some more information on these things, I have also added this lecture on R, I, and P. Now, after you do these, this goes ahead and covers up what I wanted to do in microeconomics. So more or less, we are done with the entire microeconomics. If I feel in between that maybe something is important and some other different kind of question can be asked in exam, I will add and I will inform you those questions. But as of now, as far as I can see, the microeconomics topic is over. Then I have gone ahead and I have identified the question bank already now. So I was just going through the question bank. I have now checked this question bank for microeconomics, and there are going to be some questions in this which are going to be from the past year papers of DSC also, but only microeconomics question. Right? These will also be uploaded on the portal. It is a good idea to practice these questions. This is going to give you more understanding about microeconomics, about what kind of questions can be asked in exam. So that is another thing which you need to go ahead and you need to cover. Of course, for students who have a complete MA batch, I will be also uploading the CUET question bank soon. I have also started going through that. Okay. Okay, so this question bank, I'm yet to decide. Either it can appear as a separate subject, which says just question bank, or it can appear as an additional topic within within microeconomics. I will inform you. Once it's uploaded, I will inform you where you will find it. Don't worry. Yes. So there is this one question of DPP which we missed, which was on quasi-concavity and quasi-convexity. So I will not, so I'm not sure if you have done the Bayesian matrix concept or not. If you have done it, then I can just go ahead and I can, post a video lecture on that. If not, maybe we can wait a bit more. And once you are clear with the concept of Bayesian matrix, we can cover the concept of quasi-concavity, convexity in utility functions and in indifference curve. I remember that topic we need to go ahead and we need to do. Right. But you also just, so wherever I had mentioned in DPP that we will take this once you have covered this topic in maths, just make a note of it. I will give you the solution to those questions. I will explain in detail how to go about those questions. Public economic, I have gone ahead and uploaded it. So if you look at your portal now, you will see that after the last class, there are a lot of numericals that I have posted. Post that I have posted this note, and just post that I have posted these video lectures. You will find them on the portal only. Okay. So now on Friday, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to begin with macroeconomics, right? And just before we do these questions, I just want to also inform you guys in detail that because we are starting with macroeconomics, if you wish, like, you can start doing national income videos from the intermediate video lectures before we pick up macroeconomics on Friday. You can go ahead and start with this national income topic, and then उसमें ISLM को धीरे 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 करके you can start reading it through the intermediate video lectures for better understanding. ठीक है? Okay, so now let us take some more questions that I want to discuss today. This is the first question. Go ahead, give it a try, then I will do it. Take this question. Yes, that has started. I think sir will just give you a video, help you register yourself for IIT. I think we already had one session on GATE. We'll have one on IIT also. Okay, just start. Start with the first question. This is a question from IIT JAM 2024 paper. It is a 1 marks question. And NAT based. You're given that the demand function is P is equal to e to the power minus x by 2. And P is given to you as 0.5. You can use scientific calculator, that is fine. Right? And just go ahead and try to find out just try to find the consumer surplus in this case. Okay, 0.5. Others? No, nothing from micro would be required for macro. Okay. So in this question, first aim is to go ahead and find the quantity. Pehle quantity nikalo, that when price is 0.5, what will be the quantity? Just do that. Okay, you're getting quantity as 0.60. Okay, देखो. So take log on both sides. ln p will be ln e to the power minus x by 2. Power will come down, minus x by 2 ln e. Ln e is 1. So ln p will be minus x by 2. So this means that x is going to be minus 2 ln p. You are given that p is 0.5. So therefore, your x is going to be minus 2 ln 0.5. Okay. So when you will just put it in the calculator, when you will put ln 0.5, you will get the answer as minus 0.6931 approximately. So this will give you approximately answer as 1.38. So the value of your quantity x is coming out as 1.38. That's correct. X is 1.38. Absolutely correct. Now go ahead, do this further. Now what will you do? Find the consumer surplus. So imagine something like this. If I have this as my demand curve, beta, this is my demand curve. I have found out that when price is half, quantity is 1.38. So ध्यान से देखना. If I integrate my demand curve from 0 to 1.38, I will get this entire area. What is consumer surplus? Area below demand curve above price. That means ये है consumer surplus. So if I integrate, I'm getting the entire yellow area. So I need to go ahead and I need to subtract this one, this area. That means I need to subtract half into 1.38. So when we do this, we will get the consumer surplus. So देखो, what is my demand curve coming out to be? My demand curve is e to the power minus x by 2. And I am integrating this from 0 to 1.38 minus ये वाला value is nothing but जो हमें यहाँ पे आया था, which was 0.69. So if I integrate this, what will I get? E to the power minus x by 2 upon minus 1 by 2 from 0 to 1.38 minus 0.69. So this is going to be minus 2 e to the power minus x by 2 from 0 to 1.38 minus 0.69. It is okay. You can take some time, but I want you to do absolutely correctly. So this is going to be minus 2 e to the power minus 0.69 minus e to the power 0. Anything to the power 0 is 1 minus this. So minus 2 e to the power minus 0.69 minus 1 minus 0.69. Okay. So when you will solve this, e ki jagah pe when you will plug in the value, you will get the final answer as 0.3068. This is the answer that you should be getting. Okay, so let's see. So now देखो बहुत important है. हाँ, आंसर नो बेटा, log नहीं लिया है मैंने, ln लिया है. In order to eliminate exponent, you cannot take log. Log का base 10 होता है. Then log e will not be 1. I have taken ln here. Please understand the difference. If you take log, then you will not have 1 here. फिर log e का value निकालना पड़ेगा. Log means base is 10. ln means base is exponent. So you have to make sure that scientific calculator में you find out ln. You use ln everywhere, not log. अगर log लोगे, then this is not 1. That's the first thing. Another important thing. Look that in the answer, the consumer surplus given is 0.30 to 0.32. This is your answer key. So if your answer is 0.33 also, you will not get marks. So you have to be very, very clear with the calculation you are doing. You are getting the scientific calculator. So if you will go ahead and write 0.34, this is incorrect. Your answer can only be between 0.30 to 32. ये चीज बहुत important है that you need to go ahead and get the right answer. So this is the answer I was getting from calculator. So as long as it is between this, it is the acceptable range. Otherwise, that is not acceptable. That's another thing. How 1.38? So we are getting 1.38 because it has to be multiplied with 2. Okay, let me zoom out. You can make a note of it. We have to multiply this with 2 also, beta. ये minus x by 2 is equal to ln p है. And ln जो half आया है, that is minus 0.6931. So it needs to be multiplied with 2. ठीक है. Why not log? No, you cannot follow the method of triangle because this is not a linear line. Not linear. So we cannot, ऐसा नहीं है ना? It's not a linear line given here. So I cannot follow the triangle method. That will be incorrect. Why not log? So there is no harm taking log. So you have p is equal to e to the power minus x by 2. So if you take log, matlab base 10, so this will become log p is equal to log e and power will come down. Now you need to find this value. If you have taken log, then log e का value calculator में निकालना पड़ेगा. You need to find this using calculator. But when you take ln, it means its base is already e. So ln e is 1. So it helps me solve this better. I get 1 directly. So log e is 1 when base is e. That is why you need to take ln. I hope this is making sense. Okay. In each stage, I usually prefer it taking to 2 digits. That is fine. Up to 2 digits, if you are taking decimals, you will get the right answer because they will give a range. Okay. Is this clear? Please, I know many of you are going to make mistake with by taking log. Calculator में हमें अगर exponent given है, then it is easier to take ln, that means to the base e, so that ln e gives me 1 directly. Okay. Let's go to the next question. So imagine this is only for 1 marks. You need to also now increase your speed in microeconomics. Go ahead, do this question. This is for 2 marks now. So IIT JAM 2024. I'm just going to zoom this. IIT JAM 2024, 2 marks question, NAT based. And you need to give an answer here. Go ahead, try this one. Practice integration again and again. Step 1, all of you try to find the quantity. Find x in both cases. When p is 30 and when p is 70. Okay, good. How about others? When P is 30, X is 10. Okay. So this equation becomes x square plus 10x minus 600 equal to 0. So please solve these equation using completing the square method. So what will the first equation become? X square plus, so this is 200, which means 20x minus 10x minus 200 equal to 0. X plus 20 minus 10, x plus 20 equal to 0. X minus 10, x plus 20 equal to 0. X equal to 10 and x equal to minus 20. And this gives me x square plus 10x. So this is minus 600. So 20 into 30 is 600, right? So plus 30x minus 20x minus 600 equal to 0. X plus 30 minus 20, x plus 30 equal to 0. X minus 20, x plus 30 equal to 0. X equal to 20 and minus 30. So you have got x as 10 and x as 20 when price is 30 and price is 70. So imagine, this is a quadratic function. So imagine if I go ahead and I draw a quadratic function, something like this, say. So it says that when price is 30, then I have got that my quantity is 10. And when price is 70, then I have got that my quantity is 20. It means I need to find this area. This is going to be my change in producer surplus. This is the change in producer surplus. What is producer surplus? Area below price above the supply curve, right? So now when my price is changing, this is the extra producer surplus that I have. This is the area you need to calculate. So there are multiple ways to do this. पहला तरीका ये हो सकता है that you can find the area under this curve. You can integrate this curve between 10 to 20. You will find this area. Then you can subtract the area of this rectangle to left up with this area. And you can subtract it from this rectangular area. Or the other thing that you can do is, because you need to find this area, you can integrate in terms of price and directly find this area. So you can integrate this curve using the y-axis from 30 to 70. So up to you. So let me go ahead and do it using the first kind of integration. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find this area first. So if I were to find this area, I need to integrate from 10 to 20 this curve. So I'm going to integrate from 10 to 20 this curve. So 10 plus x plus 0.1 x square dx. And this is going to give me 10x. Let me create some space. So this is going to give me 10x plus x square by 2 plus 0.1 x cube by 3 from 10 to 20. Quickly just integrate. Tell me what value you're getting here. Go ahead. Quickly do this. Put 20. So you will get 200 plus 400 by 2, 200 plus 0.1, 2 into 2, 4 into 2, 8,000 by 3 minus 100 minus 50 minus 0.1 thousand by 3, right? So when you will solve this, you will get 450 plus 0.1, 7,000 by 3. So you can just make this 700 by 3. Yeah, sorry, 250. So go ahead, solve this out. This is going to go ahead and this is going to come as 483.33. So I have got that this area, this is 483.33. You're going to go ahead and subtract this one now. So ये वाला area क्या है? Length into breadth. This is 30 and this is 10. So if you subtract 483.33 minus 300, you will get 183.33. That means this one right here, this is going to be, I know the split, and this is going to be 183.33. I need to find this part. So from the bigger rectangle, I can subtract 183.33. The area of this rectangle, this is going to be length into breadth. This is 20 and this is 40. So the area of this rectangle will be 20 into 40, which means 800. From which I need to subtract this area, which is 183.33. Right? And that will give you 616.67. So anything between 616 and 617, that is correct. That's the answer. No, actually. Integration to karna hi hoga. There is no way to solve it in an easier way. You have to find this area like this only. Still, if at all, you guys think that it can be done in some other way, just let me know. But without integration, it will be difficult to solve. Okay, let's take the next question. So everyone, have you noted this down? Should I move ahead? Okay, next question. This is IIT JAM 2024, question 60, 2 marks question again, NAT based. So you need to give me the answer directly. Give it a try. Now, please go ahead and redo all the DPPs and try to solve them in less time with time. So as you progress over September and October, you should be able to take lesser time to solve the questions. Okay, anyone? Are you able to solve it? So go through the X market. What is going to be the demand of good X for individual A? X by individual A, alpha upon alpha plus beta, M by Px. 0.4 upon 0.4 plus 0.6, income of individual A by Px. 0.4, income of individual A by Px. What is going to be the income of individual A? Well, he has 50 units of X and 20 units of Y. So his income will be, using his endowment bundle, 50 units of X, 20 units of Y. So 50 PX plus 20 PY divided by PX. I am finding his income using his endowment bundle. So this is going to give me 0.4, 50 plus 20, Py is 1 by Px. Right? This is going to be the consumption of good X by individual A. अब individual B की तरफ जाओ. He also has Cobb-Douglas preferences. So what is going to happen to individual B? What will be the demand of individual B for good X? Alpha upon alpha plus beta upon into income by price of good X. So this is going to give me 0.3 income of individual B by price of good X. What is the income of individual B? You can find that using his endowment bundle. So go ahead, just put his endowment bundle now. So his endowment bundle is again 50, 20. So 0.3, 50 units of good X, each at Px, 20 units of good Y, each at Py upon Px. So this will be 0.3, 50 plus 20, Py is 1 by Px. Now the market should clear. So what's the total amount of good X in the market? It is 100 units. So what we will go ahead and we will do is 0.4, 50 plus 20 by Px plus 0.3, 50 plus 20 by Px should be equal to the total amount of X available in the market, which is 100. Just solve this equation for Px. Go ahead, solve it for Px. I will keep this as 4 by 10 only. So Px is coming 14 by 65, which means approximately 0.21. Right? 14 by 65, approximately 0.21. And your answer given is anything between 0.21 to 0.22. So 0.21 is correct. So you didn't have to do a lot really. You had to just solve for the price of good X. So you found out the demand of good X by individual A, demand of good X by individual B, and you just cleared the market. So demand of good X by individual A plus individual B should be equal to total supply of good X, and you find the price. That's it. Is that clear? Any doubt in this? ठीक है.